Hi Chic Geeks, welcome to this week's episode of what's going on in the world of menswear with the Chic Geek. First I think we'll talk about a few reviews I've done on grooming products. The first is this new trimmer shaver from Panasonic. It's actually called the iShaper, but it's not written anywhere on the actual thing, and neither is it on the box, which is here. Again, in my review, which is on site now, brands take a risk putting a man on the box. When I look at this man, that's not necessarily who I want to be, and I think it can look overly styled and a bit it's just a little bit too much. So I think putting an example on the box is just can be quite dangerous ground for a brand. Anyway, the main reason I wanted to try this was because it does look different. It almost looks like a bit like a little axe, and it seems to have a bit of power to it, and seems very ergonomic and easy to use. Has a few attachments. There's one that it just fits on top of the head, like this. And what that does is it just shortens the actual blade area, and I think that makes it easier for you to do smaller details. To be honest, I think once you get the hang of the actual how it works, you probably won't need that as much. This is really good. Basically, most trimmers, I don't know if you've seen, but usually come with those kind of plastic things that feel like they're going to fall off the minute you start using it, it sort of feels a bit wobbly, and then you're not quite sure about the length, and have I put the right one on, and oh no, I put a massive hole in my beard. Anyway, this thing, which has a number, which you turn according to the length that you want it to be on at, and it's really sturdy, so it actually feels like it's not going to move. You really know which number you're on, etc. I did use it I did have a big beard before I went back to the moustache, and it did it took it off quite nicely. I mean, it did clog up a little bit, but then obviously that's because the beard was quite long. But overall, I was quite impressed. I mean, you can use this as a shaver, but as I say, I think you could easily miss bits because it's just a very fine sort of singular blade on the side, and it does come with a bit of oil which you can put on the blades, and you can obviously use it to keep them nice and running smooth. But yeah, overall, not a bad product. It's quite expensive. I think it's about £99, but I think there's bound to be it's bound to get a bit cheaper, and maybe there's going to be certain offers on it. I'm not quite sure. Right, other things to talk about. There's a new range of I think it's the first range for men from Dr. Perricone. It's called CBx For Men. That's the shaving post-shave lotion. That's the moisturizer, and this is the super clean face wash. Okay, I mean, as expected from Dr. Perricone, they are quite expensive. The moisturizer is $50, the face wash is $30, and I think this post shave is $40. But it actually it feels like it's doing the job. I actually think this is one of the best things I've tried this year. It has basically the CBX part of it comes from. It contains phytocannabinoids, which are taken from the hemp plant or the cannabis plant, and it does actually feel like really quality ingredients with this. And I've actually enjoyed using all of the products. I haven't used the post-shave moisturizer or treatment that much, just because I haven't been shaving that much. And I think if you're going to choose your two products, probably go for the face wash and moisturizer. But overall, massive thumbs up for Dr. Perricone for this. And I think it's actually worth the money. Someone sent me some. There's a new brand called MMUK Man, which again, they look a bit like men's. They look a bit like beauty products, but actually they're both eyebrow tamers. So this one looks like a mascara wand, and you just pull it out, and you just use it on your eyebrows. But Obviously I've got my tinted lenses on, so I'm not going to demonstrate. And then this one is a similar product, but you can just, it's almost like a wax, which again you can use on your eyebrows. I mean, Tom Ford did a similar one. He did an eyebrow comb, eyebrow gel comb, I think it was called, but it was very rigid. I think actually the mascara wand is actually probably more flexible on something like your eyebrows. Okay, new brand as well. They sent me a jumper. They're called Eiger Classics. Obviously based on the Alpine and the Eiger sort of look. This is made in England and it's £95, which I actually think is really good value for money. I quite like the styling. It's kind of quite retro. Yeah, it's very wearable. So yeah, I need to find out a bit more about that brand, and I'm going to put something on the website about that. And then what else happened this week? Well, the French brand K-Way opened their new store on Henrietta Street, which is in Covent Garden. They're mostly known for their rain macs, lots of colourful macs, but they also have more warm, cold weather kind of items. Sort of macs that obviously have like fleece linings and stuff that looks a bit more like Parker's, but yet still in that kind of fun packer mac, you know, rainbow of colours kind of thing that they're known for. And then also Belvedere had a party for these. They've launched these new estate vodkas. This one's called Lake Bar Tzek, and this one is called Samorgori Forest. They're both places in Poland, which is where Belvedere comes from, and they use a thing called diamond rye in there as the main grain for the vodka, and they're supposed to have a very distinct flavour. They set up a Polish forest for the evening, so to give us the full environment to taste. But unfortunately I wasn't drinking that night, so I'm yet to taste, but I will give it a bash. And definitely reading the notes, they do sound very distinctive, so it might be worth just drinking them over ice or drinking them neat and then actually fully appreciating the full flavour. So yeah, that's it. That's this week's issue, and have a good time. See you later. Bye.